Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Kazuri Alameen. And once again, I haven't allowed to wake up breathing. I'm so grateful to still be in the land of the living. My nugget of wisdom for you this morning: don't let anything or anybody make you lose who you are. Say it again, Kazuri. Don't let anything or anybody, any situation make you lose who you are. Success is important to all of us. Success is defined also as progressive growth. Progressive growth. In this life, we're going to taste some adversity. In this life, we're going to taste some prosperity. In this life, we're going to have some great confidence. In this life, we're going to have some low confidence. In this life, we're going to experience some pain. In this life, we're going to experience some gain. That's real talk. What's your point, Mr. Kazuri? Once again, don't seduce, manipulate, devalue, demean yourself for any kind of success. There are a lot of good people in this universe all across the world doing great things from a successful perspective, and they are not selling their spirits, they're not selling their souls, they're not hurting people, they're not lying, they're not cheating, they're not killing. It's happening all over the world. Good people. Stop being manipulated by the news, who gets their ratings by accentuating and expediting and saying a lot of negative, diabolical things in the airways. If you keep listening to that stuff, you're going to mess around there. You're going to be paranoid and pissed off. Pivot. There's great things happening in this world. I'm by no means naive. There's some bad things happening too. But life teaches me there are more things happening that's positive than negative all across the four corners. North, south, east, and west. Not in this one state, one city, one country, one religion. All that's narrow-minded and diabolical thinking. In any given day, there's almost 8 billion people on earth. Stop walking around thinking you the only one got the truth. Stop walking around thinking that you are superior. That's very narrow-minded thinking. As I was doing some contemplating this morning, and these are facts, not what I think or what I believe, what I know. Whether you are a billionaire or whether you got no money, whether you got a PhD or whether you got no degree, whether you got 6 houses or whether you got no houses, whether you got 1 car, whether you got 10 cars, whether you got no car. Birth, life, and death does not care. That is a fact. It's not what I think I believe. When it's time for us to stop breathing on this planet, and we will, that's scientific. If you can't get to the spiritual, that's scientific. Birth doesn't care that you got money. Well, because you got money, you were born. Because you got no money, you ain't going to die. It don't work that way. Because you got a car, you ain't going to die. Because you got a big house, you're not going to die. That is a fact. Birth, life, and death does not care about that. I'm not anti-material things by no means. Don't misunderstand me. We need to grow and be progressive and build wealth. And it's a way you can do that. Like I said, it's happening all over the world today. And people are not manipulating people, lying to people, being cruel, not being empathetic. People are doing great things all over this universe. This is what humanity is all about, ladies and gentlemen. Do you realize I'm so grateful that when the nighttime drops, it drops on all people, not just certain people. When daytime drops, it drops on all people, not just certain people. You and I are walking on solid ground for all people, not just certain people, certain religions, certain degrees. We're breathing free air that you didn't create, neither did I. If you got any kind of intellect at all, you understand that without air, we would all die. It's not a Christian air, it's not a Muslim air, it's not a Jewish air, it's air. The rain drops, it drops on all of us. All of us. We need these things, the oceans, plant world, the sea world. We need these things to live on earth. Once again, you didn't create them, neither did I. And they are not gated in, denominated in by all these labels that we hide behind. Once again, let me get back to my point. Birth, life, and death doesn't care about none of this stuff. When it was time for you to be born, you came out your mother's womb. You're living right now, you're listening to this message. There's already a predestined time you're going to stop breathing. That is a fact. Not what I think, not what I believe. It's what I know. I have evidence to back up what I'm saying. So don't manipulate yourself and be guided by diabolical minds for a couple of dollars, $2, $3, $2 million, $4 million. Do you realize, ladies and gentlemen, we're with ourselves all the time. We're with ourselves all the time. That's a fact. You know when you tell the truth, you know when you tell the lie. I don't care what you do in the public. Avoid that, go what you do in the private. You know when you're telling the truth. You know when you're telling the lie. I got some mental health experience behind me, 46 years, so I know what I'm talking about. You know when you're lying. You know when you're not being true to yourself, true to others, not being empathetic, not being sympathetic. You know this. You don't need anybody to tell you. When the TV cameras are off, when the radio done shut down, when the internet done shut down, you know when you did your best today, or you know whether you did some real diabolical things today to yourself and other people. That's a fact. That's why the evidence speaks for itself. Why? Because you're with yourself all the time. I'm with me all the time. I'm with me all the time. Even if I believe in the institution of marriage very highly. Once again, you're not with your spouse all the time. Your spouse is not with you all the time. So we are with ourselves all the time. So I'm very confident in saying what I'm saying. You know when you're telling a lie. You know when you are not doing the right thing. You don't need nobody to tell you. You don't need to go in no book and read no book. You ain't got to have nobody to tell you that you're not doing the right thing. Hell, you already know this. But we have the power to be able to pivot and rearrange our thought processes. Some people do, some people don't. Some people want to hide behind excuses. Well, I got to do this because I got to do that. I got to do that. That is BS. It takes courage to do the right thing. There are a lot of cowards walking the planet. But I'm so also grateful there are a lot of people of great courage walking the planet. More people that got great courage than cowards walking the planet. Hiding behind this, hiding behind that. Once again, stop walking around thinking that you're superior. You're not inferior to anybody else, but you're not superior either. You're with yourself all the time, ladies and gentlemen. And what I'm saying is facts. You don't have to agree. I'm okay with that. You know when you're telling the truth and you know when you're telling a lie. It's not natural to lie all the time. It's lie all the time. You got people right now lying for liars and trying to hide behind these pretty empty manufactured BS words. But when you by yourself, for yourself, with yourself, through yourself, you know when you lie. You know you told a lie. You know when you told the truth. You know when you gave your best today. You know when you tried to help somebody today. You know when you tried to hurt somebody today. This is a fact. Wherever you go, you take you with you. You cannot never outrun yourself. Never. That is a fact. Stand up and do the right thing. To the people across the four corners who are doing kind, good things every day, thank you. Keep on making Earth a better place. Karma sees everything. It's not sleep. Keep on being kind to people, helping people, healing people, encouraging people. To you people who want to be cruel and mean and ugly and taking and destroying people and hurting people, karma sees everything. Once again, it ain't what you grow, it's what you plant. So if you're planting some bad deeds, they're going to grow on earth. I can't speak about nowhere else because they ain't been nowhere else. Whatever you plant, going to grow. That's a fact. It takes courage to do the right thing. So to the people, once again, across the four corners, they're doing the right thing on this planet. And I know this for a fact. Energy speaks for itself. Congratulations. Let's keep on making Earth a better place. Let's keep on helping people. Not hurting nobody. Not downing nobody. Not manipulating nobody. Let's continue to show love, peace, kindness, understanding, compassion. Stop hiding behind labels. Treat people right. Because at the end of the day and night, what you do will always speak louder than you say. Some people miss that. Well, I'm fasting, I'm praying, I got on religious garments. What? So what? So what? I got to make a pilgrimage. For what? How you treat people is all that matters. So many people caught up in rituals, religion, racism, get how they look and dress. But it's how you treat people that all that matters, ladies and gentlemen. Stop being seduced by rituals. Stop being introduced by traditions that have been around for years because it's a tradition. It has no truth attached to it. Some of y'all are going to taste this message, some of y'all not. I'm okay with that. Once again, this is not what I believe or what I think, it's what I know. Once again, to the people that are making Earth a better place every day, let's keep on shining our light in the world. Let's keep on helping people. Helping people, not hurting anybody, not being cruel and mean and nasty. Let's keep on helping each other. Peace.